First agent last night. That was a dope live stream. There we go. And then I need battery. Sorry, there's a whole command central that's got to get hooked up. Oh, so it was good stuff today. So trying to think of some other man, I'm all sailor talk. What's sailor talk? I'm trying to think. So this, and I need battery because I burn more batteries. Boop boop. Cursing. Oh my god, yes. That's why it's so bad. It's like I cuss. I was like, I'm never gonna not cuss. I want to be myself, and then TikTok banned me, and then I'm like, okay, I'll stop. I'll speak nice. Sasha, what's up? Good to see you. Good to see you, Nicole. Good to see everyone. I'll wait for the YouTube world to kind of get back up and running, but we're rocking. I don't know. I gotta talk with you guys because I got an invite to an interview on a podcast. Everything about it seems like a scam, but if I think I've done my due diligence. The website email validates. The website is legit. The owner is legit. I've even found one of their assistants in another video behind the scenes, so he does work there. They showed me a set of the production studio, and I'm like, okay, everything seems legit. So it's just weird that I have to pay for my first podcast interview, but I'm like, it's not that much. I'm willing to pay for it. It would be kind of, I think it would be kind of a dope flex, because then I could use that for some street cred for an interview. It's on the Reluctant. Have you guys ever watched? Maybe you guys. I'm gonna crowdsource an idea here, kind of thing. I know. It's like I was like $500 for the interview, but I'm like, I may even go to Vegas for this because I want to meet this dude in person. Reluctant billionaire. He came up on my feed 2 weeks ago. So meet Andrew Cartwright. That's him. Wait, he should have more. Reluctant billionaire. Why do I feel like he should have more views? That's weird. Anyways, so if you guys, that's the guitar player for the Eagles, bro. That's why he's a billionaire. Wait, no, that's not him. He's a real estate mogul, kinda, I guess. So that's Andrew Cartwright. So his video editor, I guess part of his marketing team reached out to me. They were the ones that reached out and said like, "Hey, would you do a podcast?" And I was like, "Yeah." And so they gave me a whole tour, and the studio matches. It was actually this interview that I watched. It's actually a really good interview. It actually probably does look like him. Say nice things because he could be watching this live stream. That's how I my first podcast interview, and then open my mouth, and then all of a sudden reject it, saying, "Sorry, John. We've been watching your live streams. You you can't keep your mouth shut." I can't, but I think it's legit as much as weird. So I think I'm gonna pay $500. I may fly. I'm actually want to fly out there to the studio to do it because I actually want to meet this dude in person. Plus, again, flex. I'm doing it more for my social credibility because if I could talk about AI and then drop this guy's name, he has more weight. So it's almost like me and my Lambo, me and my Ferrari, kind of thing. So I don't know. I have to finish the setting or the whole thing on Thursday. We'll start it off, but it's not Thursday, but it's like we got to do the setting Thursday. But then I got panicked and I looked online. I was like, what's a podcast scam? What do they do? They're making me pay. Is this normal? And it's like, it looked at everything legit checked out. Like the email checks out. He showed me the studio. It's an actual studio. It's the same studio. So I was like, okay, cool. But then I'm like, so I'm gonna be the AI expert. I say everything with quotes because I'm like, I'm an AI expert. You want to see a real estate agent testing my real estate agent? Nah, not really. If it's built with Go High Level, we've seen them. We all know the Go. Like, let me know what you built it with. I'm kind of curious more about that. Nice. Let's check out my agent that I built. I'm so happy with my agent. Last night we stayed up late. Last night's stream, if you stayed on, that actually surprisingly had the most viewers of like online. I had like 60 people watching the live stream for the first time. I've never had that many people. And all we did was pretty much build an agent. Like this was a dope first time agent. And then shout out to Nicole and Sarah. Technically, Nicole and Sarah, you're both in the comments right now. You're the only two people who have done the Make.com course to do it, for example. So congrats to both of you. You completed level 1. You have completed the first mission. The second mission, should you choose to accept it, will start this weekend. What platform? Oh, this is NAN. Yeah, so we did this because this is the best like agent automation, especially anything you want to get into like real true AI agents kind of thing. This is the platform you're gonna build it with. So shout out to Nicole and Sarah. Both of you have completed where's the first lesson? Lesson number 1. Both of you have completed this first lesson, which is great. This will build on. Surprising, and like, I'm not gonna lie, agents, once you get like the syntax of it, the agents are super easy to build. Like this whole workflow was like really fun. Brands, I'm from Brazil. How could I prospect in the US? Just create content talking about your ideal clients. That's for me the easiest because people want to like do what I do, give away a ton of free value, and that's how basically that's how you attract the ideal clients. Thank you, Sarah, for the rose. But the AI agent workflow, the basic components is like you have an input. It could be an SMS. It could be like because eventually you can send commands to it through Telegram or WhatsApp on your phone, and then those commands could go to your AI agent, and then you can automate your email. You can automate any of the things in the back end. So last week was just level 1, but we're going to continue to build on this more and more because eventually my goal is not only to automate the whole business, but and Jarvis. I want the Jarvis. Let's see if we can find a demo so I can show you like what. I think it was this one. Wait, 19K, 45K.
Hey Jarvis, great to see you too.
Likewise, sir, though I can't technically see. What is it you require?
Yeah, could you make a calendar event for me today at noon with Michael Scott?
Where's Q?
A meeting with Michael Scott. I can only hope it's as productive as his management style. Scheduling it now, sir.
What? He talks back. How did you do this?
The meeting with Michael Scott has been scheduled for today at noon. I've sent you the details. Anything else I can do for you? Or are you off to brainstorm new and innovative ways to avoid actual work?
He compliments you?
Jarvis. Could you just send him an email to confirm if that works?
Sending an email to confirm. How delightfully redundant. I'll do it, but I suspect Mr. Scott's response will be unpredictable. The email has been dispatched, sir. I've taken the liberty of adding a few exclamation points to match his usual level of enthusiasm.
This is
Anything
dope.
else?
Great, yeah. Could you just check what's on my calendar?
I know. This is smart ass.
Checking your calendar again, sir. I do admire your commitment to staying vaguely aware of your schedule.
I'll answer that, Shane, one moment.
Right, let's see. Today, you have that meeting with Michael Scott at noon. Try not to let him convince you to invest in any harebrained schemes. Anything else on the agenda, or are you ready to face the day?
Who's Michael Scott?
Yep, I think that's going to do it. Thanks so much, Jarvis.
Happy I could help with your calendar and email confirmations. Have a wonderful day.
And so what's going on here, very similar to my Ultimate Assistant video, is that this main agent, or Jarvis, has access to these 4 agents as well as a tab tool. But it has to just decide, based on the intent of the user, which one of these agents do I need to hit? Do I need to hit just one? Do I need to hit all 4? What do I need to do? And then the different agents down here actually have access to the tools that we need. So for example, the email agent looks like this. It has all of these different actions.
Whoa.
Gmail,
oh, you did it that way.
So calendar agent looks like this and has these functions within calendar, and then contact agent, Airtable.
But that's technically MCP if you think about it.
And we don't have time in this video to demonstrate all the different capabilities, but for something like, labeling an email,
that's pretty easy to build.
Deleting an event. Let's just do a quick demo of that. All right, we're gonna have Jarvis demonstrate those functionalities, so let's talk to him.
Oh, great.
Okay, for context, he's actually using 11 Labs. That's an 11 Labs module. It's actually real easy to use or build. So he's using 11 Labs as the voice. That's just basically, it's just like, it's not embedded, but it's just like if you were to add like a pop-up on a website, that's basically what he's doing there. So he's using Lovable for the website, which honestly you can use Lead Pages. 11 Labs, for the, this is definitely doable, honestly. There we go. So then he's using 11 Labs for the click the voice. I mean, you can, if you don't want to use 11 Labs, you don't want it to talk back, you can just use like WhatsApp or even Telegram to like pop in commands to have it do things. And you could text commands, or you could do voice memos, which then it converts it into commands. We're going to do that level 1. This is like level 5, but we're going to get there. Because we already learned 11 Labs. We already learned a little bit about Lovable. We already know from last night, we built some like I feel real confident now after building the first agent last night. And then so building this is actually going to be really fun. It's going to be something, so we're eventually going to get to this level. So let me save this the NAN, and that does that. That's pretty dope. And then Jarvis Online, and then actually kind of cool. But how is the snarkiness is kind of interesting. So but then we're interesting what he's also doing is these are sub workflows right here. So these are it's just another workflow that you're basically calling to from basically. And then in that workflow, which actually totally makes sense, you're building out, by the way, it looks like an octopus. I think that, wait, no, I want the octopus. Show me the octopus. Yes. That's dope. It's actually not hard to do because you're writing a command for every feature in Gmail, like get me all messages, find me all messages with the specific label, create me a draft, add label to a specific message, reply to a specific message, send an email. So in this thing, and then mark messages, reply. So you're just building sub agents that come into here, and you're like, when executed from another workflow, send it to your agent that also has the same brain. I wonder how much like this burns tokens, which is actually it's not going to be that expensive. And then you send success or try again, which is actually kind of cool. That just looks dope, I'm not gonna lie. And then you go back up to the main one, the main Jarvis. Oh no, that's okay. So this one's for your Google Calendar, creating events. So one for the email, and then this one's doing the calendar. So we learned this technically last night. It wasn't so much a learning, it was just like you guys watching me trying to like learn. Basically, I need to build this out for me. Join the community. This is what we're gonna build eventually. We're like 3 levels away to get to this. But we're gonna do agents this weekend, and then we're gonna add tools. I already know the calendar. We did calendar last night to it, so this is actually going to be pretty cool. So eventually we'll get to this type of stuff. I wonder how he makes it so snarky though. Like how it replies, because it must send back commands like the 11 Labs integration. That's very interesting. No, not me, build out. Needed built for me. Members in the community can build it out. Actually, we actually have a lot of members that want to do automations. So you could definitely, if anyone else in the community doesn't want to build something like this, there's members in the community that will happily do something like this for you, for paid, of course, not for free, because my members got AI skills, and that shit ain't cheap. What's the channel name? So this one, I mean, there's many different ones that are out there. So credit goes to Nate. Jesus, he only has 100 videos and he's at 133. I'm at 1,000 videos, but then again, I'm not covering topics that's like the most popular kind of thing. What's his most popular video? My AI agent does everything. What is it? Look at that workflow. Let's see what this does. Actually kind of want to build this. I'm going to save this for later.
Hey guys, so what we're going to be looking at today is the Ultimate Personal Assistant, and I'm super excited to share this build with you guys. As you can see, the Ultimate Assistant has access to these 4 agents that we built out within N8N. The first one is an email agent. It looks like this. Right. This one has the ability to send emails, reply to emails, label emails, create drafts, get emails, get labels, and mark emails as unread. The next agent is a calendar agent that looks like this. It can update events, create events with attendees, get events, and delete events as well. Then we have a content creator agent that can search the web, and then it creates blog posts for us. And then finally, we have the contact agent that's able to get contacts and also add or update contacts in our Airtable content.
We're going to use ClickUp instead of Airtable, but same fundamental. Where basically this will eventually do it. Hey, Daisy, DM Torta Slayer. That's a dope name, by the way. He or she's like, hey, what do you need for DM each other? And then you can find someone that will get. See, ask and you shall receive. Just show up and you'll be surprised.
Contact database. And then finally, we also gave it access to Tavily. Here is just a tool in case it needs to do some web search functionality.
So what is Tavily? 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 I've never heard that. Every time there's something new, I have to Google it. Connect your LLM to the web. What? It's top secret. I'm in finance. Oh snap! She's like, can you have it do my entire job, so I could work from home and I don't have to do it. You kids are so lucky to be work from home and have access to like agents to like automate. I worked in a day when I had my boss 3 seats away from me, so I couldn't mess around. I still did code though. I still automated my first job with code. What is Tavily? This is interesting. Search API. So Tavily search. So then it goes, finds things on the websites. So it's like a Perplexity for API, and then you give it to that. How many blah, 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 blah. Real-time web access. Oh, okay. So basically, it's like Perplexity, but it probably has some better other features for it. Hey, Andrew. That's Andrew. So here, tell me about the good old days. I know, the good old days. Back in my day, we used to sit in traffic for an hour. Dad, then you make up stuff. You had to walk to the train station. It's we had to get up at 6 a.m. when there was dark out. Dad, we just work online from our teleglasses, and we just go like bloop bloop from our glasses. Like, look, Dad, all you need is your tele. Dad, have you created an account? I forgot my password. Dad, you just tap twice on your glasses, and then you could just see. You see where? Where's the text? How do I take a picture? It's tap right. Wait, I thought tap left. No, that's to send a text, Dad. Ah, damn it. I miss phones. For sure it's going to be like that. I'm down. Let's connect my tools and build auto flows. There you go. Teamwork. Connect with each other. Teamwork. Because if you guys are on the call. So, okay. So that's what. So basically, okay. So it gives a command, transcribes it. There's the Telegram. That's eventually what we're going to try out. Telegram, voice. It will transcribe the voice. Or it'll switch. It will detect. Did you send a text message or did you send a voice memo? And the voice memo will download the file, transcribe it, and then send both the commands to your AI agent to do, which is actually pretty dope. Sarah's like, epic, I know. Or eventually, well, let's definitely say this. So
let's run through a few demos, show off all the tools, show off all the functionality.
Show me what you got.
You can download this workflow for completely free and then plug it into your N8N and get started. Can you please set up a team sync tonight for 6 p.m. with Nate Herkelman, and then send him an email to confirm if that time works? Okay, so right now Telegram just sent over that audio file. It's getting transcribed. Now the Ultimate Assistant has to decide what to do. So first of all, hit the contact agent to get Nate Herkelman's email address. Now it's hitting calendar and email agent simultaneously to create that event. As you can see, it just popped up right here, and send that email. So we just got a response back from Telegram. The team sync with Nate Herkelman has been scheduled for tonight.
That's what we're going to get to.
You can manage the event here. Additionally, an email has been sent to confirm if that time works for him. If there's anything else you need, just let me know. So here we have our calendar invite. You can see that Nate Herkelman got added as a guest. Then hopping into our sent emails, we can see, hey Nate, I hope this message finds you well. Could you confirm if 6 p.m. works for our upcoming team sync? Let me know. Let's say that time didn't work for Nate. Let's push it back an hour. Can you actually push the team sync back an hour? Okay, so that's going to get sent through. Same thing, transcribing the audio. The Ultimate Assistant has memory, so it's going to be aware of what we're talking about when we say, can you push that back an hour? As you can see, it just hit the contact agent. Now it's hitting calendar and email agent. So we're going to watch right here as the team sync gets bumped back an hour. It just got moved.
Dope.
We also see that the agent responded with, team sync has been pushed back to 7 p.m. and an email confirming the rescheduled time has been sent to Nate. So that really shows you the power of this Ultimate Assistant, because we didn't even ask it to follow up with Nate by email, but it went ahead and did it anyways. Here we go in our emails. We can see team sync rescheduled. Dear Nate Herkelman, I'm writing to confirm that the team sync has been rescheduled to 7 p.m. tonight. Anyways, let's take a look at our inbox. We can see we have a new email from Nate Herkelman checking in. How are you? Let's say that we want to respond to this email in that same thread. All we have to do is ask our Ultimate Assistant.
You don't even have to open the email?
Please respond to my email from Nate Herkelman saying that I'm doing well. Okay, that's going to get sent off. Once again, it's going to grab that information. It's going to hit the email agent, and then we're going to take a look at what actually happens within the email agent to reply to this message. We just got our message back. I've replied to the email with I'm doing well. So let's quickly refresh our Gmail. We can see that in this thread we have now I'm doing well signed off by Nate. And now we're going to go into the email agent and check that execution to see what actually happened. So here's that execution of the email agent. As you can see, it hit the tool called email reply, which is awesome because it's going to put it in the same thread. But what we see here is that we need to get a message ID. And this isn't something that we'd be able to get by ourselves without getting all of the email information. So what the email agent has to do is, first of all, grab emails from Nate Herkelman. As you can see, it pulls in the sender, which is upatdigital@gmail.com. And then it's able to look through the emails that we're talking about, grab that message ID, and then plug it into the email reply tool. So that's how it actually replied in that same thread. So this type of logic is really cool. And I want to show an example of doing labeling emails. Because
I really like that it has an execution history so that you can look at different... Make.com sucks blah, blah, blah for stuff like this. So like this is going to be helpful when I need to automate retail for AI voice agent. This is wild. I know, Sarah. It's like us old nerds is like, oh, give me a keyboard. Give me the kids are doomed though. Like it's gonna be Wall-E for them. Like they're not gonna know how to do anything. So I still think we're gonna be the ones to know of like dial up and like automation of like before. Like this was our lifetime. It went from dial up to this in our lifetime, which is like wild.
Because in the label email tool, what we need is a message ID, but we also need a label ID.
Anyways,
so
I don't want to get the technical into that, but yeah. Can I build an agent to pick up my kid from school and baseball practice so I can learn more about AI? Dad, you send Jarvis? Just get into Tesla. Dad, are you home? I summoned the Tesla to you. Jarvis is driving. He'll be there in 5. I'm on my way to go get some s'mores for a fire pit tonight. Dad, what's a fire pit? What's s'mores? Shut up. Get in the car. Nice. Then there's Robo Nuggets. Robo Nuggets, let's give him some cred because Robo Nuggets, I eventually want to join his community.
I just built this AI system to create long-form YouTube videos hourly using AI and no-code automation tools. Because if you haven't seen them before, there are actually these videos and channels that are getting millions of views and millions of subscribers, which are basically clips of a voice speaking motivational content, and people do find value in them because of the motivation that it provides through words.
Don't be lazy.
This channel in particular only has something like 33 videos, but already with 1.3 million
they were
subscribers.
bought.
So when you can create these videos on an automated manner, you can just see how powerful this workflow can be. And what you can do is to set up this system once, and what it's going to do
I
is
thought you were
generate
speaking
your
Spanish.
video ideas
Daisy,
as well
stop
as
it.
prompts to go along with that, generate the visuals as well as the voiceover and the background music, and upload them on YouTube every day or every hour if you wish. And this is just one example on the niche of stoicism.
As the storm gathers strength, the lion remains a pillar of serenity. Such is the way of the Stoic, strong, patient, immovable.
This stuff does really good on Facebook, like, not gonna lie. But he's using, okay, so he has Google Sheets for the whole template. Shout out to, if you want to get more into, like, any end and automation, especially in the content side, Robo Nuggets has a really good school community. I want to join, just later on. I finally have an excuse now. So let's give Robo Nuggets some cred. We could go through YouTube channels, the best AI YouTube channels you should follow. God, then he talks about MCP. I'm excited about MCP. I won't make a video right now about it, but yep, definitely need to go to school. Because he's $69 a month, 1.2, so that means times 69, $82,000 a month just from a school community. Yeah, if you're not making, I mean, that's the game. That's the game. So, MCP, let's actually do a deep dive real quick.
This is how to make money with the Model Context Protocol, or MCP for short, which you should learn about if you want to know how to take advantage of AI fully in the coming weeks to months.
Yep.
Because if you just look at Google Trends, you can see that MCP has already exceeded the combined search demand of other trending topics in AI. And and I myself went through more than 300 MCP servers and consumed and read hours worth of content on MCP in order to teach you the top 3 ways that you can make money with MCP right now, as well as a full downloadable workflow that implements these MCP methods in a way that's simple to understand. And what's great is, since we are using no-code tools, anyone can do it and anyone can understand it, even if you're a complete beginner. All you literally just need to know is how to drag and drop things and you're set. And this video will also use the least amount of jargon to make sure that even if you're non-technical, you can understand what we are doing. And last but not least, if you are watching this, that means that you are still quite early. Because if you go back to Google,
I thought it was inverted. Never mind.
People who know about MCP is still very small compared to those who know about AI's most popular tool, ChatGPT. Which means that if you...
So this is RoboNugget's channel. Credit to RoboNugget. And so we're talking about MCP. MCP is basically like USB, where basically from... Instead of doing... The best way to explain it is like... See how... Oh, I gotta get my mouse. Hold on. Get my mouse. Okay, cool. So see how I have to create a different command for each feature or function that I want the calendar. One says get events. One will create events. So you have to build out for every feature. If you guys don't know, you have to, there's usually 4: create, read, update, delete, as far as like features, and you could do that per tool. Now, instead of creating 4 wires or 4 commands for every tool, think of MCP like USB, and then it plugs in to your agent. So basically this becomes like this. And then this basically becomes like this, something like this. Oops. To kind of think of it, just to kind of visualize. So now, instead of having a bunch of little Spidey fingers, now you have just 2 main. They're basically, it's called, I mean, it's basically like it's like a server, like a menu, basically, where basically some very smart person, or a lot of people through the open source community, have been so nice to actually write commands for all of the features, and they package it in like a server. Think of it like a package. They call it a server. I know I'm trying to use non-technical jargon basically. And so then yeah, it's not just stacked. It's, imagine if think of it this way. It's like Lord of the Rings. We're instead of going to many, there's just one. That's all. Think of it like that. And that one tool has all of the features of the things you want to do with, like if you want to update all sorts, like create a calendar event, update a calendar event, read a calendar event, delete a calendar event. Like you could do all with just one. So think of it like we're going from a rat's nest of wires and cables to like Lord of the Rings, and we're going to just one command that could rule them all. And the agent was going to figure out what command to do for what tool, basically. So this is like level 1, where we're building out each little feature. But eventually you would have it to where kind of like what he has, actually not him. So this is like, so see how he's doing all the features that you want to do in Gmail? You have to do them all one at a time. It's not hard. It's just you have to just create one. It's very easy. So what I'm saying is very easy to create one, but you have to do one for every single one. MCP is basically looks like, let's see if we could get a visualization of it real quick. Okay, cool. Okay, that's before. So this is before without MCP, where you have to build everything out. After MCP, maybe we can find an example. Oh, I think that's an example. MCP. Okay, cool. That I could work with that. So in it, you have, there's the brain. So remember, an agent always has 3 parts. He has the brain, which is right there. You have memory, which you didn't hook up. But then you have tools. Right here is what's called MCP, Google Maps. So inside this one node has all the instructions of all the different things you could do to Google Maps. You could search for a Google map, you can read, you could you can't update. It's pretty much just search and read fundamentally. And then that's not an MCP one for Google Maps. So that's basically what it is, and you're doing that. Been in RoboNuggets a few months now. Nice. Have you been in his community? Let me know. How do you like it? If you've been in his community, Mimi, share some feedback if you like it, because I'm eventually going to join too, because if I'm not mistaken, he focuses a lot on content. Nice, you're in his community. Yeah, let me know. Yes, no, yay, no. Do you like it? What do you don't like about it? What are the differences? I'm secretly comparing. No, I'm just kidding. We just started MCP. He just does like I think it's like make and that because he focuses a lot on content. He's absolutely great, but he gives templates for everything. Nice. I will get to that level. But yeah, that's good. If you're not following RoboNuggets, his content's really good too. TikTok. I'll give you another creator to check out too. RoboNuggets. All right, that helped. There we go, RoboNuggets. He's the orange that never the orange that never rots, never shows his face. So highly recommend you can follow RoboNuggets and subscribe. What else? Really cool. There's another guy you guys should follow. Actually, is it Jason SEO? I think it's Jason. No. SEO AI Manis Julian SEO. Julian, excuse me, SEO. This is another guy you should follow. Julian SEO. What are your thoughts on TARS AI, please? I'll check it out. Check out Chase AI. I'll check that one out too. So Julian's great as far as like updates, news. He's always like super up to date. Goldie. Which one's Goldie? Oh yeah, Goldie. Yeah. So highly recommend his channel like for up to dates. Crazy enough, he actually has HeyGen. His thing. Watch this one video is his HeyGen avatar. This one.
5 days. But after this latest launch, they added 1 million users.
So this is HeyGen. This is his HeyGen
This
avatar
week today,
creating
I'm gonna show you
YouTube
the
content.
Absolute craziest AI.
Yeah, so that's his HeyGen avatar that it created this video plus whatever. Because this was the first time I've ever seen someone do a whole YouTube video using HeyGen.
These tools effectively, turning this technological revolution into genuine opportunity. Julian Goldie reads every comment, so make sure you comment below. If you want to scale your business, get more customers, and save hundreds with AI automation, join my AI Profit Boardroom. Link in the comments and description. Also, if you're looking to grow your business with SEO, book a free SEO strategy session. Link in comments and description. And if you want to level up your AI SEO skills, get access to my free AI SEO course and join our community with 3,600 AI SEOs and 50 plus free AI SEO tools. Link in comments and description.
So that's why this is the first time I've seen a whole YouTube video done. It doesn't blink. That's always the giveaway too. It doesn't blink. It doesn't blink. That's like it's almost like a Black Mirror episode where you're watching content. You're like, it doesn't blink. Wait a minute, it doesn't blink. This whole time it's an 8, and I'm like, God damn it. There's another guy, Wolf. Wolf does that too. Like all his content is all AI. Like, where's Wolf? Let me get Wolf. Yo, Wolf. I think it's Wolf. Following. Wait, no, it's it has the weird logo. Yeah, here. Oh, Matt Farmer. There you go. So Matt's content is all avatar. It doesn't blink. It doesn't blink. It does not blink. The first time I figured out, that's when I realized, I was like, wait a minute, they don't blink. And I was like, son of a. Mine does on her HeyGen. So does mine. The reason why is because the clips are so short, I think. I don't know. Weird. It's like you can't trust anything you see online. That's why my live streams is like, you got to do what I call 2-finger authentication. You gotta be like, John, hold up 2 fingers. Okay, cool. That's how you know I'm not fake. I'm not HeyGen yet. The second I figured out how to do live streams, for sure you guys know I'm going to live stream with my avatar. Ooh, he's live. Let's say hi. Hi to Matt. Hi, Matt. Where's the audio?
Let me fix the grammar in here. Fast or master? Master. I only have one free use left. Oh no.
Hi Matt, your content's amazing.
Upload a voice. Oh, I only had one free use.
Hi
I'll just buy
Matt.
more credits. Upload audio.
Okay, send some gifts. Send a rose. Rose.
I think I have some audio recorded. I could probably just record some right now.
Send some roses. Let's see if he notices.
Record. Sound recorder. Come on, Windows. Let's do this.
There's my roses. Top gifter.
Jonathan.
Yeah.
Alright, let me make sure it's on the right microphone. Wavelink XLR. What did I do for the other one? Cancel.
Nice. I will always be top gifter every time I come on a live. Invite me on your live, I will be top gifter. Inception. That's so funny. That was live. It blinked. Wow. Okay, what was some of the other things people wanted me to check out? Let's check it out too. Is Chat LLM legal? It gives you 22 LLMs with one small payment. Let's find out. Chat LLM. It's always a good question. Is it legal? Chat LLM from Abacus. Have I come across this one? Chat LLM, OpenAI Assistant gives you access to all the top LLMs, web search, video, and AI generators for just $10 per month. Learn more. Get access to all of these. Experience. Let me zoom out. Sorry. There we go. Okay. So, and then, how does it work? So it's basically like a chat. You get like a Chat GPT interface, and then you get access to everything. It almost reminds me of like Poe. Poe is kind of like this as well too, where you get access to a bunch of LLMs for cheap. Because all they're doing on the back end is just marking it up and just paying for usage and stuff. It just depends on the usage, because it's like you technically don't need everything. What's the Abacus? I think I came across this a while ago. What are the benefits of ChatLM? The benefits it's an AI super agent. You get access to everything. We'll also add new when they come out. Best for professionals, students, and small teams. My data protected, HIPAA compliant. Usage. Our usage limit are more generous than any other paid services. You can send 1,000 of messages. You can send thousands of messages without attachments. Without hitting, but I want attachments. Without hitting a usage limit on Soda's LLM, Sonnet, or GPT-4o, but you could do that with the regular too. However, large, how much? It really comes down to like how much of are you switching between models? Like you don't need all anymore, because like technically you just need ChatGPT, which basically that's going to give you access to custom GPTs. And then I don't even use DeepSeek anymore. DeepSeek got replaced with Gemini. So I just use Gemini 2.5 and it's free. And then I get access because I like going to the source. I don't like middleman. The only middleman that I have is basically Cider. And I like Cider because it pops out a little Chrome extension right there. I like Cider because I don't have to move. I don't have to leave the window to get access. But very rarely do I ever switch the models. Like very rarely. Like it's always just like model switching is eventually going to go away, which is like a weird thing, but because all the models are so generic as well too. It has an agent as well. Interesting. I signed up and it's real, but is it legal? Well, what are you doing with it? It's just like I'm trying to copy the best Amazon books and recreate them. I think it's legal. Like I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be legal. Like it protects your data. Oh, we get to see an interface. Here's like a. So then you select your model at the very top. I know Sarah's like, legal for what? What are you doing, Mimi? she's trying to she's working with Robo Nuggets to build the ultimate faceless channel to take over the world. Is it legal? I like one of the instructions. That's always. You never know what people are using. It's your chat history. Think of like your browser incognito mode is just like your chat history in here. It's like you just don't know what people are like using it for. It's like, what are you Googling? What are you searching? It's like, don't look at my chat history. If you have a significant other, be like, can I see your chat GPT history? Like, no, that's too private. But babe, I want to see your chat GPT history. No, delete, purge. But chat GPT remembers everything. Delete, unsubscribe. I mean, it looks just like chat. Nice. And then you got send me an AI paper. I mean, yeah, I mean, they're eventually, if it does, Shrewd Bleach, if it does, no, you're Googling poison recipes. And then you get access to supports connecting. I mean, it always depends on your use case kind of thing. So everyone's use case is a little bit different, and their role or job basically is. There's no like one to use them all, but try it out. If you like it, great. Like honestly, Mimi, like that, like oh, shredding bleach. I was like shrewd bleach. I was like that must be code for something. I always feel like when I feel bad when, or I always feel weird whenever I go shopping and I need to get like Drano. I always have to get something else, and it's always the weirdest comment. It's like Drano and like some sugar treats, and then I'm like, wait, this may look too suspicious. I gotta get some. Let me get some toilet paper and something else. So I'm like, you can't just have Drano and something else alone, or buy bleach and one other item like candy, and you're like, this looks a little sus. That awkward checkout. People watch too many murder mysteries. Like, you guys are wild on murder mysteries. 14 different ways to... You never know. ChatGPT's chat history. It would be surprised. What's some of their tools? Someone else mentioned a tool. Have you tried MGX Dev? There are alternatives. I blew through my 120. Yeah, MGX is like... I blew through... Like, and David probably is in the comments too. You're gonna blow through your comments, like, and then it doesn't save it, and then it takes so long to build. So it's like, it's powerful, but unless you have the time and the money kind of thing, I'm like, nah. Masking shovel tape and like, I would like to buy this shovel, or like, it reminds me of the Breaking Bad scene. I'm so gonna get demonetized. Breaking Bad. There when he's buying gear at store, and he sees that the amateur, and he's complimenting out. He's like, no, you need to like this. Reminded me immediately for this scene. That's a mess with. I can't play the rest because copyright, but that's all I imagine. I gotta get rid of that. YouTube would be like, this video is demonetized, and I'm like, god dang it. That's ChatGPT. Like, every time it looks at this, it's like, you're Googling the wrong command. Hint. That's why I want the offline version of it. I want the offline LLM that's private, that I could run on my own server, so I could ask it all sorts of questions. If I could connect that to the dark web, then I'm not gonna lie, I want to go back to the old internet days where you could troll forums, and you get access to some juicy information like back in the day. This was all before Google, before the Google. What was over there? There's another tool people wanted me to check out. Okay, what was this one? That was that one. What was this one? Tars AI. This is how we all find out about new ones. Meet Tars AI, the AI market on Solana. Is this crypto? Nah, I don't do anything. Funny enough, speaking of crypto, I will always segue it this way. Speaking of crypto, I got 2 fake accounts that were, I had 2 very nice followers send me DMs going, hey, do you have a second account? And I was like, no, I don't have a second account. They're like, yeah, you have, one was putting a period before my name, and another one was just doing another one. And so I had 2 fake accounts. One started April 10th. So he's been rocking it for like, I think 15 days, but I don't understand, like, cause he's been rocking it 15 days. None of the views got more than 100 maybe. And then, they were selling crypto links in the back end. So I'm now getting so famous. I don't even want to call myself an influencer. I'm now getting so popular that people are copying my profile and creating fake accounts, and they're ripping most of my content too, which is actually kind of interesting. I don't care really. I just report it. I could care less, like, because like for me it's free traffic. Like it's just more branding. It's the Andrew Tate basically. It's like, oh, you're just giving me free promotion. Sure, you're linking to a crypto, so do be careful. I will have to say this: like the only link in my website is called Simple Tech Skills. Like that is my whole brand. That is my whole thing. So if it's anything, it will never ever be anything other than Simple Tech Skills as my domain. So if we go actually here, profile. And Megan created content too. We gotta check that out. So mine will always, because they copied everything. The only difference is it had a period right before, which was kind of interesting. They copied all of this. They had a TikTok. It went to a crypto website. But it said TikTok slash something something something, but it was a crypto. I didn't click on it, and they ripped probably my early 20% of my content. It was actually kind of interesting. I was like trying to see, and then so I just reported 2 of them. So just be aware. The same thing actually happened with Erica Kochi. She actually she's getting spammers now, which is actually kind of interesting. That was the first time I saw that, and I was like, let's see, maybe here, because she did a post, and she's funny. She calls them out too. She's such a savage. Like, let's see this video. Jaya Hustler, because she technically does have another account. Yeah, this right here. She's funny.
Yeah, it's me, the real one.
The real
not
one.
a copy, not a fan page. The one you decided to steal from. You just study me. You downloaded every one of my videos, reposted them, and blocked me, and then tried to pass it off like it's yours. Cute. If you gotta steal someone else's face, voice, videos, and brand just to feel important.
Wild, right?
Guess what, baby? You're not a creator. You're a catfish with Wi-Fi.
You're a catfish with Wi-Fi. Digital delusion. She's awesome.
If impersonation is your hustle, at least you picked the right one to copy. I mean, it's giving fan behavior. So, hey, go ahead and post this too.
Go ahead and post this too. I love Erica. She's fucking awesome. Right. Like that's what I was blown out. I was looking at the analytics. I should have took a picture of it. Actually, I think I kind of saved it. I think I saved it in my documents. The dude, it was very interesting. They were doing it, and they had it since April 10th. No, I didn't save it. Darn. They started at April 10th, and they already had 11,000 views on or followers on there. But none of the videos got more than like 100 views, and I was like, do you know how long it took me to get 20,000 followers? I was like, what? But I was kind of, it's inevitable. It's like you could spend energy and stuff like that, and stuff like I'm like, meh. Hi, Megan. That's the research curator, Megan. We need to get. Speaking of followers, we need to everyone take 5 seconds and follow Megan. I'm even going to show one of her content. How do we copy you? Yeah, I know when I said a couple days ago, copy me, that wasn't exactly like literally. But at the end of the day, it's like I look at it as like free attention. I'm like, thanks, you just gave me a bunch of free views, basically, because everything's branded as my face and Simple Tech Skills. So I'm like. Oh, do you hear about Leo though? Leo Vaughn. I don't follow it. Leo Vaughn is getting sued because they're making deep fakes of his face on very influential people. And that Theo Bond, thank you, sir. I'm like, this is how out of culture. This is like your grandfather talking to you about something in culture, and you're like, Dad, it's Theo. Leo. Can't find Leo on the TikTok. Yeah, he's getting sued. It's gonna get dismissed, but that's like wild because it's like they're deep faking his face on other stuff. Like that's scary, and I think, but because he reposted it, that's why they're tying it to him. But so it's like if I don't repost it, that's why I'm learning like this is some deep fake kind of stuff of going on, like internet drama. But that's a thing now. Like it's so wild. And then let's check out Megan's video. Megan's like, no. Great content. I'm just trying to get her at least 200 views or 200 followers. Do you add music? No music. And everyone encourage Megan to do the Robo Nuggets and to make content like Robo Nuggets and not Blotato. Motivate her. And then have her do her voice too. At least her voice. That would be awesome. And then there we go. Perfect. Because we're gonna get her. It starts here. We all start with 1. Everyone starts from 1. But you could, I mean, honestly, you can, like, my top topics for AI is taking away my insert job title, like in social media, software developers. What was that? The one that got 500,000 views was like AI is taking away graphic designer jobs. Oh, that pissed a lot of people off. So that's one of you. What are the best AI tools? That's another really good content. The skits actually do better on Erica, we were talking about people fake accounts getting created. So we were just showing your video of you talking about one of the people faking your account, because I got 2 today, and I was like, oh, cool. 2 very not kind subscribers sent me DMs. They're like, do you have another account? And I was like, no, just me. And they're like, yeah, you selling crypto now? And I'm like, no. I would never do crypto. Like, no. I don't even have a Bitcoin yet. So we're so famous that we're getting cloned. I think I was like, she's like, I have a fake account too. It's like, yeah, they're starting to pop up. We gotta play whack-a-mole. But it is what it is. I see it as free attention. You just report them as it's whatever. At least because TikTok doesn't have, correct me if I'm wrong, like a verification, like how Instagram has like a blue check or something like that. I don't know. I gotta register. They blocked you. They ripped all your content. Someone sent it to me too. Yeah, same with me. It was like I was like, oh, nice. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna spend that much energy on that. I'm like, report, do what I can, and I'm just gonna pump out more content. They do, but it's a lot of hoops to verify. Maybe worth it. I think of that famous guy that he does interviews and then he took down his account. Like he was like super famous on TikTok, but they just banned his account because of an algorithm error. So it's like eventually you want to protect the account. Like there's a lot of time and energy that goes into like growing an account. Like growing an account is a grind. But it's like very valuable as an asset kind of thing. So it's like something to think about when you get there. You have to be set up as a biz. Yeah, I still gotta register my stuff as a biz kind of thing. It's but it's not fully filled out. I'm lazy. It's like, that's the online world. So create content. Definitely want to create content. Post content, go live. That's why the one guy reached out to me. He was doing YouTube content, but they were fascinated that I go live twice a day. Sigh. That's me. Megan, create content. Do the content game, because that's where all the games like, it's just at the end of the day, it's like more attention and eyeballs on your offers. That's why I scaled mine today. It takes an extra hour of my day, but now I'm pumping out 10 pieces a day. I'm not gonna do that forever. I'm just gonna see how much it kind of accelerates it. The meme content or the skit content does really well. Let me summarize something I'm learning. When you create content, you can do tips, comment replies, or skits are really good. Did you take a look at the profile I sent you in DMs in TikTok or in Circle? Let me know, and I could check it out. Circle or on TikTok? On TikTok. TikTok anonymous. TikTok. There can only be one. We're growing pretty fast though, which is actually kind of wild. Nope, sorry. There we go. Is it approved that I could show it? There's like so many messages for it to load. There we go. I refreshed it. There we go. Also, for business tip, highly recommend. Definitely reply to all comments, and also, so like this young lady was so nice enough. She's like, "Hey, is this you?" And I was like, "No." And then this nice gentleman here was like, "Hey, is this account?" And they both sent me this morning, and so they were nice enough to report. And I was like, "Aw, so nice." Wait, was it this one? Oh, wait. There we go. I sent you this one, but what was the one you sent me? You might be a little sore. That's what I want to get to. I want to get to one snort a day on my live streams. You're not live streaming hard enough unless you're snorting. That is so good. I have such a simple sense of humor. If I find more memes, I'll send them to everyone in the community, or if you guys are on, I'll send it. Now I got a nice little, I figured out how to send it to multiple people at the same time. I couldn't find that profile, Megan. Send it to again. I went and then I tried, but I did not see it. I did not see it. But you got to get through like notifications, because surprisingly enough, with the notifications, or not even over, it's like this is another level of the content game. Is basically you have to like also respond to the comments. I neglected Instagram. I totally forgot people can comment you or send you DMs on Instagram. I know, because I never go on that app, and I was like backed up to like 14 messages, and I was like, oh shit, I should probably reply, and then I got 2 new people join the community, and I was like, oh, dope. I was like, don't not respond to comments, but also respond to your DMs. And then we learned, thanks to Megan, we learned 2 awesome things from Megan. I always want to give credit to. So this is why we need to get Megan more followers, because then I could learn more about AI. One was ManyChat does TikTok comment replies. I want to set that up. Bubble space. There we go. Okay, so if you guys didn't know, because we didn't know, ManyChat, we learned it from Megan. ManyChat and now does TikTok. So it would do Instagram, WhatsApp, Messenger, and TikTok. You could set up automations so that and I'll show you an example from Nick's content. Let me go here. Let me go to profiles. Let me go here. Because this is also another way for lead gen too. Nick. So Nick, what Nick does is he has a call to action. Like, look, notice comments. See how they say comment coding, comment modeling, what's another one? God, he puts a lot of text. He does it for all of them. Comment Manus, comment automation, comment Pinocchio. So he's doing it, and then you can see all the comments. So basically, this. Okay, cool. And then you can kind of see like all the comments, like comment. All right, actually, there you go. Pinocchio. So he's using ManyChat, and then he's sending them. That's actually pretty gangster for lead gen too. I need to start doing this because that's full leads. Honestly, I need to, because at the end of the day, I need to. I don't say move, but I need to get a lead magnet on. I've kind of like neglected email marketing now, and so I need to bring that back with a good lead magnet, and then have that as a call to action. So at the end of the videos, I just kind of stopped doing call to actions at the end of like sign up, subscribe, follow, blah 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 blah. I've just been doing straight value. I'm trying something different. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I'm just like giving straight value with no call to action. So it's like kind of trying that as a content strategy. What's his page? This is Nick. He's heavy in YouTube. Like his YouTube content's really. If you also want NAN content, his content's really good too. So that's Nick's page. Boom. So ready? Take a screenshot. living my main character energy one TikTok at a time. That's gangster. That's pretty dope. His YouTube is really good. Let me go here. YouTube. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just like, from like a podcasting voice, his voice is amazing. I think he's in the wrong career because his voice, but that's just me. His content's really good. So there you go. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. Can you do NAN with no coding knowledge? Absolutely, May. 100%. I actually found NAN easier to use than Make.com. Now, there's not much coding experience that you need to get play with it. Not really. I would say no. You're just gonna learn. You're gonna learn a little bit of like, nah. There's no coding. You'll if you think of it this way. Yeah, Sarah went through the exercise when we did ours. She has no coding out. I think of it this way. If you're like, because I think also Sarah's like this. If you're comfortable with like Excel formulas, and you're like, oh, this Excel formula does something like this, that's like the closest that transferable skill that if you understand Excel formulas, you're good kind of thing. But if you have no coding knowledge, you'll be fine. That's why I like NAN or introducing that to beginners, especially for what it could do now. So, and then MCP is going to get way easier. So it's definitely valuable. It's valuable as a skill set to automate anything in your business, anything in your life, like especially for life projects and stuff like that. Build an AI agent that can do whatever you want. Make.com is like, oh, the troubleshooting is like notorious, annoying. Let's see here. It's actually really cool. Juan says, which AI tools do you recommend to create a clone of us as an avatar for UCG content? AI agency. My name is Jeff on YouTube is a great resource for NAN. Oh, wait. Okay. Let's do 2 for 1. My name is Jeff. AI agents by Jeff on YouTube. Hold on. I have to do it. I have to do it.
My name is Jeff.
If you haven't watched that, definitely watch that series. These are the things that live rent-free in my head. Oh, Jeff. Wait, did Jeff... I'm trying to remember Jeff. Jeff adds a lot of B-roll to his stuff. Like, very visual. So AI agents clearly explained. And then Austin's like, I'm not great at NAN. Half the time I end up just going to Python instead, since it's familiar. If Python is such a like multi-tool that's a superpower, if you can, I highly recommend everyone, if you can, learn Python. Now it's so much easier with ChatGPT basically, but I highly recommend like Python if you can. And what I learned it was from this, and this book is technically free. Automate the boring stuff with Python. This was my first like coding-ish introduction. The whole book's online, is for free. Now you can kind of go through it because you can automate like actual work, office work on it. Now it's much easier with ChatGPT, but this was back in the day. How different is NAN compared to Zapier? Friend wants me to make something in Zap, but I only know NAN. Zap's super easy. Zapier, it's just super expensive. That's the only downside. It's super easy, but it's also very expensive. Like on the premium plan is like, I think it's like 700 No, it's less than that. I forgot how many operations the price. It's just going to be expensive. You're paying for the convenience fundamentally, but it's very easy. Honestly, when I did the Vappy course, I couldn't get it done in Make.com when I did the first. By the way, you guys could watch this one. Because when I did Vappy, I needed to pull. Oh, let's actually go YouTube home. I needed to pull the message out from here. This one, this voice. So the voice agent. Ugh, that's old. Beard John. Beard John. Zapier is very easy to use, honestly. Like, it's because they pre-made all the modules for you. It has the largest library of pre-made modules to do any type of like automation. You're not going to do agents in there kind of a thing, but if you want to automate simple logic of like workflow of like any tools, like super fast and easy. And then oh yeah, Pabbly, there's another one. Thank you, Sarah. Pabbly is a one-time buy, Pabbly. Pabbly, there we go. Take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot. So Pabbly is a one-time buy like TidyCal, and then it does Zapier. It's basically a Zapier like, and so they have a huge, same thing, a huge library of automations. Come on, I wish you'd kind of show me something. So it's a one-time buy, $39. Oh, it's $39 a month. Wait, it's $39 a month? For 32,000 tasks every month. Okay, that makes sense. So charges per workflow, not per Zap. Oh, yeah, because Zapier is going to be, let's look at Zapier price. Let's zoom out. Let's look at prices. Zaps, yeah, it charges for Zaps, and then even from there, it gets expensive. So even if you do 1,000, yeah, because eventually the workflow, the work webhooks and stuff like that is going to get expensive. So Pabbly, so yeah, so Austin, definitely try Pabbly, and then that's gonna be the more cheaper alternative, but you could do everything fundamentally in it, especially if you have like webhooks. With webhooks, you can do anything from it. So there's all your tools and then all the things you want to connect to it. So I just haven't played with it, but I've heard great things, so highly recommend that. And then I don't want to mispronounce your name, Makiukas. I'm gonna call you M because I can't pronounce your name. Sorry. He's like, oh, interesting content. Greetings from Lithuania. Awesome, M. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome. Ask your AI questions, and you shall get them answered. So, but yeah, nothing wrong. Zapier is just expensive, but play with them. Play with them. It's really helpful to learn all of them, which is really good. I'm no longer a fan of Make because it's so hard. And then Juan, make an answer too, but Juan says, what AI tool do you recommend to create a clone of an AI avatar? So let me show you my cool awesome slide. Where's the cool awesome slide? It's going to be HeyGen, but HeyGen works really well. You have to pair it with ElevenLabs because it does do voice HeyGen. So this is my HeyGen clone. HeyGen will clone your voice, but it sounds robotic. It's not the best. So that's why. So this is my avatar that actually does blink. This sucker not only blinks but looks at a script too. Like, watch, he'll look down at a script too.
The future of AI wearables just got a game changer. Meet the Omi Dev Kit 2.
He blinks.
Open source AI necklace designed to summarize your conversations and create a personalized AI assistant that actually remembers everything. No subscriptions, fully compatible with iPhone and Android, and backed by an open source community. Omi streams audio to your phone, transcribes it, and securely stores it in the cloud or locally. And get this, it's the cheapest AI wearable on the market. But here's the big question. Would you wear an AI that lives
that's HeyGen and ElevenLabs, and they're good skills to learn because eventually you're going to use ElevenLabs for NAN. You're going to use it for VAPI. You're going to use it for retail. You're going to use it for whatever. So Mike's like, Captions app website also has AI twins. Use that one. My clients to create content. And it's only $25 a month. Let's do that one. So Captions app. Captions. That's my stomach. Say hello with video. Can we see a demo? Oh, this is the one that you could create different scenes with it, I think, too. So you could do different languages. Hola. I wish you could do a demo. I want to see a demo of it. I want to go YouTube captions AI. Show me a demo. Mirage. And then captions 300 a day. And then, oh yeah, this was the video that I saw.
Hey, what's up?
Everyone start dancing. Gotta be dancing. Get that body moving. So you can sell this as a service for like, cause social media, cause that's one of the number one things is basically every business wants to, AI stomach. Every business wants to create content, but they just don't have time. And so if you could create content for them, that is a big money maker.
Friend or foe?
Did you notice that I'm AI generated? Stop scrolling and listen up.
I tried this viral ring light so you don't have to.
Megan, use this.
Viral ring light so you don't have to. I tried this viral ring light so you don't have to. I tried this viral ring light so you don't have to.
No
Guys,
contracts.
These under eye patches changed my life.
This is about to blow your mind.
Stop wasting your money on the wrong supplement. The era of lip syncing is over.
You guys are about to see like you guys are gonna see like 50 fake accounts of myself say join the AI community, join the AI community, join the AI community. Like for sure, that's always interesting. With script optimized by ChatGPT. Nice. That's gonna be the thing, like honestly. Like once I figure out the B-roll side, then I'm like for sure having my AI avatar create content, because then I could do 10 pieces a day and I don't have to get on camera. I should just do my avatar, because Sabrina had her avatar working all last week. I think she was like on vacation, which is something I need. TikTok Sabrina Romanoff. You could tell because she tells you too. It's the purple hat. So that's all normal. Then so yeah, this whole week is her. I could totally tell it was AI. Now put in the comments. Do you like that? Like, do you prefer that content or do you prefer humans? Everyone put in the comments. Avatar or humans? Which of her stuff? Because she's the only one that puts it out the most. I'm curious. Let's do a poll. Hard no. Human. Okay, cool. This is going to be a good case study too. Like, everyone put in the comments. Mixed. Okay, mixed. Just based on her content. Like, do you like getting content from her or her avatar? Content mattered most. Mixed. Oh, a lot of people are actually on the fence of this, or are 50-50. Both, to be honest. The most important is the content value. I like it from her avatar. Mixed. I should actually go through and be like, how many go through. I have an informal study. Actually, I'm gonna get nerdy. I want to collect some stats right now, because you guys are actually. I'm gonna actually create an Excel sheet, and I'm gonna tally the results right now. This is gonna be funny. Yeah, we have a case study of 30 people, so I'm gonna do it's either avatar, human, or mixed. Mixed. John can't spell mixed. Okay, so I'm actually gonna go through this and be like, okay, hard no human, so human 1, mixed 1 point, humans, so 0.1 for human. Content mattered most, a mixed. Sarah, I didn't get an answer. You're like content mattered most. Mike is like both, so mixed. You guys are mixed is winning. I liked it from her. Human. Mixed. It's really just mixed or human, which is actually kind of interesting. So and then Jess is mixed. This is a very statistical study too. Nicole is mixed. What does mixed mean? That can't be. So it could be 50-50. So basically in the sense of like, you're okay as long as it's not all the time, basically. I follow her personally and I prefer her human. And then interesting, it just seems cheap somehow when it's AI generated, right? Like those thoughts. So I'm oh, that's not taught. And then Sarah's like mixed. Okay, cool. So we have our case study, our official study. I tell you the results. Processing. Let's do the sum total. This is a study. Yeah, because this is a thing. So I'll do, because if you're, for all my Excel nerds, sum total. Sum the whole thing. Actually, I could do this with just the E thing. It's like, just give me sum this whole thing, and then I could just drag for all my Excel nerds. This is hacks that you should be knowing. 4 to 6. So that means if we give me the percentage of this. I'm not even gonna use my brain. I'm just gonna give this to ChatGPT and say, give me the pie chart of the data comparing human to mixed content. This is very statistical right now. We're gonna get a pie chart. We're using AI. This is so dope, right? Every now and then when she's on vacation, so I can have a life, just not all the time. So once a week I have my AI avatar do it for once a week, and then you better come back. That's not a stat. Even ChatGPT failed. Oh well, so much for that. So if we do, okay, I'm going to try and do math. You guys 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 and then 10. I'm horrible at percentages, so that's whatever. It's more mixed at the end of the day. You guys are cool with it as long as it's not all the time. The value still content. Yeah, just be valuable. Still talk about value content. And then second is just don't do it all the time kind of thing. So it's like, okay, that's a good hack. That's like, so even if you do like 60-40%, like 60% human, 40% you, that's doable. May's like, we won't be able to tell human versus avatar unless you're for sure. Like, Remember the days when they could, it's like the fingers, like when it always messed up the fingers. It's like, why does that hand have 7 fingers? And you're like, or like HeyGen, or like these ones, you're like, oh yeah, just look and see if it doesn't blink. If it doesn't blink, it's an avatar. But now that's Julian Goldie. His whole YouTube video, that whole YouTube video was all, that was a 10-minute YouTube video, all HeyGen. And it's smart because the trick is every 2 to 3 seconds you have to cut it with something different, and they don't have much of a range of emotion too. That's one of the biggest things. That's why I like kind of the skit content. You could do ranges of emotion in skit content. You can't do that with avatar content. So, but whatever. So it's interesting. So either way, so the survey says do it, just don't do it all that time. Good to know. I'll work on maybe tomorrow. I should just do all HeyGen content and see if I can get my HeyGen. I still have the membership, so I got to burn through my tokens anyway. So I'm gonna spend 2 hours anyway. So okay, that would be. I gotta send. Let me say a note. I'll try tomorrow. That would be a fun experiment to see like how much. Oh, I got a big webinar tomorrow though. Tomorrow's gonna be. Let me close these out. Tomorrow's going to be the automation for real estate agents tomorrow. That's going to be a very big presentation that I have to do, or demo, which is very big. We got to do chatbots. We got to do voice agents. We got to do avatar clones. Actually, I have to teach them how to build an avatar clone tomorrow anyways for this AI for real estate agent workshop kind of thing I'm doing. That's going to be very interesting. So it's technically not broadcast. It's so it's actually because the company's hiring me to do this workshop for their I don't know if you want to call them like email list of basically the whole thing, but I'll take the record. Technically, the previous 2 recordings of it, technically 3 recordings, they're in the AI community. If you search real estate, I posted them inside the AI community, inside the discussion forum here, because it's basically the whole thing was AI for real estate agents, how to actually leverage it. Last week we spent a lot of time in chatbots, surprisingly, AI community. And then if you search real estate, because we post so much content. So this right here is part of, I think this was the first 2 videos of it, AI for real estate. The first one goes over like 10,000 foot view of like AI tools and use cases. And then second goes into social media. There's some tools there basically. Surprisingly enough, this is the kind of, that's why it's like, the real estate agents are actually the least active in the community, which is odd. Not odd, but it's like they're the least most active both in the community and then also in the courses, and then also when I did the workshop, the least engaged, which was kind of interesting. So I was like, interesting study. So I don't think they're more than, it's more, yeah, it's. Because it's actually when you start selling it, I had this discussion with my partner, not my partner, but my business partner, and it's actually the brokers that you're actually targeting. Because the brokers, because you technically don't need agents. That's the thing. Agents are irrelevant, and I'm gonna build. Please forgive me for saying this kind of thing, but I'm gonna build this tomorrow and this tonight. Because I mean, even if I do, I'll show you guys this anyways. Because actually, if we do VAPI. Let's do VAPI. I haven't gone in VAPI in a while anyways. Because you could do the same thing with retail, fundamentally. You don't need real estate agents because you could hook up a voice agent to a database of... I mean, if you want to talk about a $10,000 package idea, if you guys are serious, like, and you want to make some serious cash, and it's not...
Welcome to VAPI.
Actually, no, let me actually log in. If you guys want to sell a $10,000 package to brokers, not to real estate agents, because don't sell to them. They're not the ideal client. You sell it to brokers. There's this part right here, 100 million real estate, Portugal. Yeah. Portugal AI chatbot. There we go. This one. So this came out in May. This was the world's first AI real estate agent that made $100 million. It cut out real estate agents, mortgage brokers. Mortgage brokers, you could also do this too. For example, it's a lot to be used for sham. Not sure, but yeah, this was just a chatbot, not even a voice agent. This was just a chatbot that was automated their entire real estate kind of thing. Every time I start talking about real estate, the algorithm's going to start feeding me more real estate and mortgage brokers in the comments. It's kind of funny. It's like what you talk about is actually what you attract in or for the algorithm. Fun fact there. So because like this line right here, and we'll do a demo of this here. Lender here. Oh, nice. Cool. If you're in the real estate industry in any shape, way, or form, put a number or put what you do in the chat. One's a lender. Say hi, Daisy. Daisy's a lender. I think I saw loan CEO also in there. What type of automations don't you think they use for brokers? Not quite direct lender. Okay, you'll like this. This is actually kind of cool. So they have 5,000 properties in their portfolio, and it's impossible for any agent to know all the details of these 5,000 properties, right? So they just hooked it up to one chatbot that was talking to all the leads simultaneously and qualifying and disqualifying and moving the ones and booking appointments. It did the entire sales funnel so that the only other thing was like once they were booked appointments, then they had people that closed basically. Virtual assistants are in danger. Yes and no, not really, because virtual assistants are different. We're gonna do a demo, Daisy, right now for sure. I didn't realize the end of the name says home loans. I just stopped at Daisy. I didn't read that's how much I don't read. I didn't realize your name. But we're gonna do a demo right now. I'm gonna show you a demo of how powerful it could be. If it works tonight, I'll stay up late tonight and actually build this out, which will be kind of interesting. If I could build it end to end, that would be so gangster. Because that would be, so this is okay. So basically, 5,000 price. Okay, so yeah. So here's a demo of Vappy. So Vappy is the AI voice agent. You use Vappy or Retail. Doesn't really matter which one you use. I have an AI voice agent here that is for real estates. This one. Okay, cool. So this is very powerful. This is very powerful. Okay. So this is Vappy. Vappy is an AI voice agent that you could, just like a custom GPT, you can basically upload any type of knowledge that you wanted to, for example, do mortgage loans, not realtors. Actually, we have a couple mortgage loan officers in the community. The realtors are like, they're like the most absent. They've never come to like in the office hour meetings. I don't even think they're taking any of the courses. So that's why I'm not really marketing to them. But we actually have a couple, because we were talking about DSRC loans is one of the biggest things. Like one of the members is in the community. His name is Dalton, and he's working to automate the entire mortgage loan. We have another guy, Dennis. Dennis, you haven't seen him. Dennis hasn't been back in the community, and so not in a bad way or anything. He just stopped subscribing. And then he actually built a mortgage loan app, so to automate the entire mortgage loan process. So I actually know a lot about it, which is weird. Okay, so this AI voice agent also has a very small database of properties, but you'll get the concept of it pretty quickly, because this is just 2 properties, but you can see how this could compound, because eventually you could hook this up to a Google Sheet, and then it knows every property, every detail, and you could just call and then instantly find the right property in the right way, kind of thing. So, and then also book an appointment too. So let's do this. Let's talk with Jonathan from Sunny Keys Realty and ask him for the perfect property in real time.
Hey there, it's Jonathan from Sunny Keys Realty. What can I help you with today?
Hey, Jonathan, where are you located?
Hey, Donna, we're chilling at 456 Sunset Bellevue, Los Angeles, CA. Swing by anytime during our office hours, which are 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., Monday through Saturday. We're closed on Sundays, though. Got to recharge the vibes, you know. Anything else you want to know?
Yeah, who's the lead agent there?
The lead agent is Tony Rivera. This guy's been in the game for like ever. He knows the LA market like the back of his hand. If you've got questions or need some serious expertise, he's your guy.
It's very
LA.
Yeah, I'm looking for a home in Silver Lake. Do you have anything?
For sure. We've got a sweet 3-bedroom, 2-bath spot in Silver Lake. It's about 1,500 square feet, and it's going for $1.2 million. Super cute neighborhood, and you'd probably love it. Want to know more or maybe see it in person?
How about in another city? Do you have something that's a 4-bedroom?
Absolutely. There's this newer 4-bedroom, 3-bath house over in Culver City. It's around 2,100 square feet and listed at $1.85 million. It's super bright and has a great backyard. Makes you want to throw a barbecue right away, right? Interested in that one or want to look at something else?
Yeah, I want to book an appointment, a tour for that one.
Awesome choice. So I just need a few deets to get that tour locked in. First up, what's your full name?
Dr. AI.
Got it, Dr. AI. Now, what date and time work best for you to tour that Culver City place?
How about Wednesday at 2 p.m.?
All right, so we're looking at Wednesday at 2 p.m. for your tour of the 4-bedroom in Culver City. Just to recap, your name is Dr. AI. You want to tour the Culver City property on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Does that sound right?
Yep, that's perfect.
Sweet! I got you down for Wednesday at 2 p.m. to tour that 4-bedroom in Culver City, Dr. AI. Can't wait for you to check it out. If you need anything else before then, feel free to reach out. Have a great day.
Hey, Jonathan, what's the requirements for an FHA loan?
Hey there. So if you're looking at FHA loans, here's the lowdown. 1, credit score. Usually you'll want at least a 580 for a 3.5% down payment, but some lenders might go lower, like 500, but then the down payment jumps to 10%. 2, down payment. As mentioned, it's typically 3.5% of the purchase price if your credit score is good. 3, debt to income.
Good to know.
ratio.
Hey, Jonathan, thank you so much. Hope you have a great day. Okay, cool. So that's sweet. What the fuck was that? Sweet. You get that mannerism from my 11 Labs voice. That was like super LA, like. It's for the to catch the vibes, and I'm like, fucking LA, like. Do I sound like that? That's Vappy. And that was VAPI, Vappy. It's a voice demo or voice agent that you could call, hook up to a phone number. Now, I did 2 demos. I did 2 things. Well, technically did 3 things. F that noise. Number 1 is that we asked it questions in its training data. Number 2, we asked it for a property listing. What's the best property? What's up, Richard? What's the best property? So it could search a database based on city, bedrooms, budget, whatever you want. It could search and find. And then third, I asked it about an FHA loan that was not in the training data. So it went and found them and just regular ChatGPT kind of like answered to, and then queried back. So even if you don't prompt it with some questions not specific to it, it will do that for 2, for example. So that's Vappy. Why do we need real estate agents? Like that's if you're a broker and you hook up that for a 24/7 concierge that you could just call and chit chat and find the right home and the right time 24/7 365, and it only costs roughly $1 a minute. That's how that agency that was voice. They did the other one with just a chat bot. What's up, Dan? Just a chat bot to make $100 million in a year. Like $100 million in 1 year. Again, this was like Portugal for real estate, but just with the brokers and the chatbot. Like, so I don't know, real estate agents. I'm like, yeesh. Which app was that? That was called. There's two out there. There's the best ones. One is Vappy. That's Vappy. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. Well, if you want to study AI, just join the AI community. We have courses on all this stuff. Not Vappy specifically. The other one is Retail. I prefer Retail, honestly. Take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot. We teach Retail in the course or in the community because I find it's a lot easier to work with for all sorts of the type of stuff. We may build. I'll play with it tonight. Because I got to build an automation. Works for any industry, yeah. Think of it this way too. It's legal for inbound. Like if the customer calls you, totally legal. You can't use it for cold outbound. That's against the law. So cold outbound, like robocalls, spam calls, cold calls, stuff like. Don't use it for that. But customer service or even like receptionist. Totally legal. And for any industry, you could prompt it for any industry that you want. This comes down to like what prompt engineering is. This is prompt engineering. All of this right here, all of this whole section right here, it's plain English, but this is prompt engineering. You're explicitly giving the AI agent information of what you wanted to do. For example, wait, what if I call, they don't answer, and they call me back? Is that considered inbound? That's a good question. Technically, technically that's legal, because I know they do that in real estate. They'll actually call leads. Hey, you filled out a form on our website. We're just calling to qualify to see if you have the budget, the time, and the priority, whatever. So that's technically legal and stuff like that. So. And it's like cheap to set up. Only costs. I budget like $1 a minute. It's only pay per usage, which is super nice. Pretty like that's powerful. It can call 5 people simultaneously. It can also answer 5 calls simultaneously. Knowledge expert on whatever you want. You can ask the questions outside of the model. You could hook it up to a database so that it can get it could query information about like, hey, customer just ordered recently, so it can follow up for them. For example, I'm trying to build a customer job management routing sorting optimizer generator. What can you help with? Definitely, that sounds like an Airtable and NAN or Make.com. NAN, that's what that sounds like for that. For my porta potties, yep, definitely NAN, something like that. Are you in Canada? Nope, I am in California, United States. Unless I'm running from the law. No, I'm just kidding. Fascinating. So that's one demo. We teach the course on Retail. So the Retail is like maybe an hour long, give or take. I think only one guy who's actually gone through the course and that, or actually built something like that, or that went through the course and actually built the demo for it, because he owned a lawn care business and his receptionist couldn't answer the call all the time, and also nights and weekends were like missed calls and too. So he set it up, and I think he's now using it, if I'm not mistaken. He's using it for his lawn care business for that. So you have a retail business. Nice, good to know. Definitely learn AI. It's like, I think we're down to, oh boy, it's gonna go quick. Yeah, community. We are down to, I think it's only 5 memberships left. That's it. Only 5 left. Once those 5 are gone, the price will double. Like, the price will double after 5 memberships. I'm going to introduce other stuff on the other end too, so it's like interesting. May, so does it connect to AI agents to book appointments if the lead call goes well? Yes. You could set it up to, actually, I would prefer retail, honestly, for the calendar booking feature of it. It connects really easy to do that. That's what we teach in the course, because you can set up, get a phone number, prompt it, and then have it hooked up to a calendar pretty quickly from it. So, and then from there, we're going to build on that to hook it up to NAN to do some really cool stuff. What's NAN? NAN is the automation tool. That's what you're going to use to automate a lot of the automation stuff. I think tonight I'll probably build, if I could build a webhook to NAN from the voice agent, and then hook that up to a Google Sheet and have it query a database. I wonder if I could do that. Technically, I have the skill sets now to kind of like mess with that. So I think later tonight, because I got to do the demo anyways tomorrow, so I think it'll be a fun project. I think it will be our 10 o'clock show, because I got to work on a demo anyways. I'll just see how far I get. So if you tune in for the 10 o'clock show tonight, I'll do a demo of retail NA, and then see if I could connect it to NAN, which would be kind of cool. I meant NAN, legit, Python, JSON, can talk to Excel. Yes, but I don't think you need to go that crazy into like Python, JSON kind of thing. NAN's pretty streamlined, which is what it is. So nice. All right, I'm going to take a break, eat some dinner. Hope you guys learned something new with AI. We talked about a lot of cool things tonight. Every day I go live 6 to 10 p.m. Talk about, thank you so much, Daisy. Definitely, Daisy will be in touch. Because this is, we have, there's a member in the community, Dalton, who's like, he came to the community because he wanted to automate his own mortgage process with DSRC loans, and gave me the whole rundown stuff. So it's totally possible. We're trying to move him into ClickUp and other tools to automate it. Now you can do ClickUp and NAN, which is kind of gangster powerful. So nice. Have a wonderful night. I'll be back in 2 hours for the 10 o'clock show. We'll do some automation, some agent building. And if not, I'll see you guys on the other side. Join the AI community. There's only 5 memberships left. After those 5 are gone,